Welcome back, dear ones. Bienvenidos. I hope you had a restful sleep and are excited to begin our next series of adventures today. My name is Miss Lane, L-A-N-E. Me llamo Lana. I wonder, ¿cómo te llamas? Respond in the comments below so I'll know who's here today. You can say, me llamo, and then state your name. Yesterday, I shared some of my favorite Five Rose Lane stories with you, and today, I'm happy to share some more. It's important to share stories, even if they are make-believe. For thousands of years, people relied on storytelling to share their knowledge and to remember important events and to expand their imagination. Before our ancestors developed the tools to be able to write, they used stories to keep their traditions alive. What kind of stories do you like best? Do you like to make up your own? Or would you rather read them in a book? In order to tell a good story, you need these three things. A setting. This is the location where your story takes place. Telling us about the setting answers the questions of when and where. Characters. These are the people or animals or beings in your story. Characters answer the question of who. A plot. This is the action part of the story, the part where characters are doing something in order to make something else happen. What, why, and how are all the questions that can be answered by a good plot. As you read or watch movies or even play games this week, I wonder if you'll notice the ingredients that make up each story. Then you can begin to figure out what kind of characters you like best. What kind of settings make you want to live inside their world? And even, what's your favorite type of plot? Do you like mystery? Or do you prefer stories where things are always peaceful? Knowing this kind of information about yourself may just help you find the best story you've ever encountered. For me, I like stories where the people are kind, the places are pristine, and the plot is a gentle adventure that always has a happy ending. Maybe that's why I like my grandmother's Five Rose Lane stories so much, because everything always works out for the best. If you'll remember, Five Rose Lane was a magical street that grew itself by one city block each time you thought you'd come to the end of it. To get to Five Rose Lane, we had to travel through the Friend Street alley at just the right time, 8:38 on a Monday morning. Any other time of the week, and Five Rose Lane just appeared to be a normal sleepy street. The people of Five Rose Lane lived in two worlds. The world that we live in, the one where people don't often do things like take colorful mud baths or make wind chimes to respect the animals' heightened sense of hearing. And they also lived in the one which was more elusive. The one where city blocks sprouting out of thin air was just normal. Have you ever planned your own city? If you were the king or queen of your own city, what would it look like? Where would it be located? Near the mountains or the ocean? In the jungle or the desert? Maybe even on another planet. What kinds of jobs would your citizens take on? Is your city peaceful, or does it require superheroes to save the day? These are the kinds of questions authors think about when they are writing books and movies and video games. They are the builders of great and wonderful worlds, and you can do that too. If you have an enthralling story living inside of you, I'd love to hear it. Another thing I love to discover when I'm reading a book is when the illustrator includes an atlas of the world where the story is taking place. Seeing a map can really help me connect the dots, and it can help your audience too. I just thought of something. we'll need to make some invitations for our Wildwood Waltz party guest. And do you know what every great invitation needs? A map, of course, so they'll know where to find the party. If you find that you like making maps, then you might even consider making one for the treasure hunt game that we're going to make later this week. Let's warm up with some 5 Rose Lane merrymaking, and then we'll get down to the all-important business of drawing up a map for our party guest. See you in the Wildwood.